Come to the Maine Fiddle Camp Old Time Variety Show. We want you to know that it's time to go and join the Maine Fiddle Camp Old Time Variety Show. Break out that fiddle and bow. There will be music, laughter, bad jokes, and song. You can join in, it's for everyone. Come to the Maine Fiddle Camp Old Time Variety Show. Break out the fiddle and bow. Hello everybody, welcome to Maine Fiddle Camp's Old Time Variety Show. I'm your host Doug Protzik, and right now I'd like to introduce my co-host, Glenn Loper.
Hey, that's me. Hey Doug, good to see you. We've got a great show lined up. I've been looking forward to it all month, but I've also been looking forward to it. We didn't do it last time. People want it. Can we do some bad jokes?
All right, let's have some bad jokes. So, hey, I've got one right here. What is my favorite type of tune this time of year?
You seem like a jig guy. Is that it?
No, it's not a jig.
No, then probably real. Yeah.
It's not a reel.
It's not a jig or reel. I don't know. What is it?
A march.
Oh, yeah, it's March, and yeah, that's good. March gets me thinking about St. Patrick's Day. What do you call a huge Irish spider?
A huge Irish spider? I have no idea.
Patty Longlegs.
Oh.
Yeah, I even did a little accent there. Yeah.
Okay, why is this the best time of year to jumpstart your garden?
Jumpstart your garden. I don't know, because you're bored.
No, it's springtime.
Oh, jumpstart. Yeah, in the spring. That's good. Hey, how can you tell if a leprechaun likes your joke, Doug?
I don't know. How can I tell if a leprechaun likes my jokes?
He'll be doubling over.
Oh, doubling over.
Doubling over. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Glenn, I've been a little concerned lately about the health and safety and security of Maine Fiddle Camp when we open up this June. And so let me tell you about what happened to me just the other day. It all began when I was deep asleep in an afternoon nap. Nothing in my dreams but blackness. Then I dreamed of down east fiddle music at Maine Fiddle Camp. I was happy. It brought back such beautiful memories. But then I started to have nightmares about the safety of my campers. Oh, there were monstrous nightmares. And then I woke up in a cold, damp sweat. Determined to have safety always first and foremost at Maine Fiddle Camp.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. I'm worried too now, Doug. We got to make sure everyone's safe. Who are we going to call? Who could help us here?
You know, Glenn, I'd like to consult with Ranger Paul. Maybe he has some new information.
Ranger Paul, yeah, we need him now. Let me see if I can conjure him up here.
Okay. What can you do?
Try this.
Hey, look, there's Ranger Paul. Hey, Ranger Paul, where are you?
Howdy, Doug. Well, this year my ranger station's up to Catawampus. That's a little township up between the towns of Friendship and Animosity.
That sounds great. What you doing up there?
Well, Doug, the Department of Interior Cabinet sent me up here in September. So I come up for some scouting.
Well, that sounds like a long time. What you been doing up there?
All my buddies come up a few weeks back, Doug. We did a little ice fishing down in your backyard down in Copps County.
Wow, that sounds interesting to me. I'm kind of concerned about the security out there. Tell me more about this ice fishing adventure.
Oh, it was very interesting, Doug. Why don't you take a look, see what I mean?
Let's do that.
This time of the year is spent in good cheer when men of the north do meet to sit on the ice with all their device and drop their lines to the deep. With nary a doubt, they fish for some trout, pickerel, bass, and horn pout. Awaiting their prey, they spend all the day and drive the cold winter away. They might have a shack or wind to their back, but bravely they sit and stay warm, with a drink of good cheer that bonds them so dear, green woolies that need to be worn. They cut a good hole, no need for a pole, enjoying the time that they stow. All cares are astray as they fish all the day and drive the cold winter away. With a saw or a drill, they have a big thrill, waiting for a good bite. A fire to warm, no fear of a storm, surrounded by white of delight. It's cold, it is true, but the sun can renew, tempered by some good brew. Bright is the day as to fish is to play, to drive the cold winter away.
Here we got grandfather's old sled, right there. That's grandfather's old traps. Isn't that a beauty? Yeah, so we'll set up some of them like that.
Right about now can be a difficult time for them folks who lack a robust constitution. Come midwinter, the best way to handle the depression that sets in is to embrace the elements.
Yeah, up to me.
No better way than doing a little ice fishing with your buddies. If you make it a successful purpose to actively seek out suffering and disappointment by ice fishing, any miserable home life or drudgerous employment will pale by comparison. Well, you got a scoop. When you're done cutting the hole, you got to huck out the ice and snow. You get hot dog ends and ciggy butts in the hole, you can huck 'em out again. I usually wait for about 3 to 4 inches of ice. Some old-timers would go out on 1.5 inches, but I like to play it safe. They say clear ice is safer ice, so that's a good thing to look at. You see a lot of folks out there, that's a good sign too. But I wouldn't bring my truck out. I think that's a bad habit to get into. Best be safe. When Doug took this place on, he asked me to make sure the camp was safe at night. So I've been out here all summer trying to pattern the creature. Find out where she nests, where she feeds, and where she lurks. So last summer, I was out here with my 9-foot rod strung up with a 230-pound braid on a narrow lever drag reel. I like the narrow reel because the line just lays down, she spools up good. Well, I was trolling a double tandem Dave Davis with a number 40 shark hook baited on a Nomad Jug Norris popper. Smashed it hard, so I know she's in here.
Hey, Benny, I'm a dite peckish. Why don't you fix us some franks and beans?
I can do that. Give me a minute.
Jeezum crow, don't you make a good hot dog, Benny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got a tip up. Freaking A, we got some action.
Oh, yeah.
Jeepers creepers, Benny. He got the tackle and everything.
Oh, he gone.
Got the whole damn thing.
Oh. No.
Ain't she snarled?
Cat's cradle, huh?
Yeah. Grandfather used to say that if you want to catch a monster, you got to set a trophy hole.
Trophy hole.
Yeah. Grandfather used to say that you want to size your bait appropriately with the size of your quarry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, old chicken. Oh.
Yeah, that's how the hooks.
Get in there.
That ought to bring the monster in.
Get in the hole. No.
Jeez and crow. Jeez and crow, she hit it. Take it all, gosh dang it all the heck. Jeez and crow Benny. Ain't that a snow?
Jesus.
You know, every lake's got one. And if you don't rig for a monster, you're never gonna ice a monster. No.
Whew. All right. Well, I'm glad we got a hold of Ranger Paul. But let's get into some music. First up, some great tunes from Mary Sassong, joined by her fiddling friend Emily Broderick. They're coming to us from Chilmark Community Church on Martha's Vineyard. Hey Mary, what are you going to play for us?
Good afternoon. We're going to play two maritime tunes for you. The first is a waltz, The River John Sunset by Florence Killen from Nova Scotia. And the second is Aunt May's Canadian Jig by Don Messer of New Brunswick. So two maritime tunes. Thank you to Emily for playing harmony. I'm Mary on melody, and our friend Paul is our tech expert. Yes.
Thanks, Mary. Beautiful waltz and a great jig. And I like seeing that baseball bat on the mantle. It made me think about spring. Speaking of spring, next we'll hear a song from Louis Eads with a title that we all hope proves to be true. It's called Winter's Come and Gone. Take it away, Louis.
Oh, little red bird, come on my windowsill. I've been so lonesome, shaking that morning chill. And oh, little red bird, open up your mouth and say, so lonesome, just about blown away. And oh, so long I've been in the rain and snow, but a winter's come and gone. A little bird told me so. An old little bluebird, a pearly feathered breast, and 5 cold nickels is all that I have left. An old little bluebird, what am I gonna do? Upon my wire line, he's dark as the trouble that's in his heart of mine. An old little blackbird, he sings a worried song. Trouble till the winter's come and gone. Oh, so long I've been in the rain and snow, but winter's come and gone. A little bird told me so. I said a winter's come and gone.
Nicely done, Louis. Great song. I hope that little bird is right. Oh, hey, it's Doug. How's it going?
Glenn.
Yeah, good to see you. It's been a
I've
while.
been enjoying the show. It's going really well. But now we've got a segment, I'm going to call it Accordion Arama, where we're going to demonstrate the 2 types of accordions that we offer at Maine Fiddle Camp. Because sometimes people get confused when they say accordion. It doesn't always mean exactly what they might think it means. So let's move on to the next segment, Accordion Arama.
I'm here at the home of Jim Joseph, who's going to teach button accordion at Maine Fiddle Camp this year. He's going to teach at the June weekend and the first August week. Jim, would you like to demonstrate some of the button accordion for us, please?
I'd be happy to, Doug. So for those of you who are not familiar with this instrument, it is called a button accordion. It's in the key of D. It has 10 buttons on the melody side. I'll play you a scale real quick. So you can see by watching the bellows, it's very much like a harmonica. Different note on the push and pull. There's a couple of chords on the opposite end, just more or less for rhythm's sake. I'll just give you a little taste of that.
Well, thank you, Jim. That was great. So everybody, come to Maine Fiddle Camp and learn to play the button accordion.
We look forward to seeing you in June.
Okay, hey, what do you say we play a tune?
Let's do that. How about St. Anne's Reel?
Okay, here we go. Got Jeremiah McLean here all the way from Moab, Utah. So, Jerry, you're going to be teaching piano accordion the second August week in 2022. So, please tell the folks a bit about the piano accordion.
Hey, Doug. I am here in Utah. I'm actually out working with the contra dance band here, the Moab Community Dance Band. They've been in operation since 2004. It's wonderful to be out here traveling and playing music again. We've got a contra dance tonight, their first one in several years, and it's really a great band. For me to get to work with folks here is a great honor. And in Maine Fiddle Camp, I can't wait to come back, obviously. Been missing that a lot. I'm going to be doing piano accordion, and I am holding my 120 bass. You can count them, 120 buttons over here. And I'm just going to say a little bit about the accordion. On the left hand, you've got this option of making chords. If you want to play lightly, you can do things like that. And you can get real low, which is cool too. So you have a lot of options on the left hand. But the side that we mostly listen for, especially in contra dancing, is the right side. Because the right side, it's where the melody is coming from. And it can be pretty quiet. Or pretty loud. And of course, when you put them together, it's potentially one of the loudest instruments out there, right, Doug? And that's a good thing, I guess, if you want to be heard. But I like to teach accordion players that being quiet has its own reward, because people love it if the accordion is quiet. Then they listen carefully. Can be very sweet. It's a reed instrument, basically, right? There's metal reeds. It's a wind instrument. But what I do is I focus on playing tunes by ear, like we all learn by ear, and that is all about the fingering, where you put your fingers. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, you got to work the fingering of the right hand when you play the tunes. Got to figure out where the chords are over here, and not play too loudly, really. That's the main goal of the accordionist, I think.
Hey!
So, yeah.
That's great, Jerry. Thank you so much for that explanation, and we're really looking forward to seeing you in the second August week this summer. And we'll have some great time playing
accordion and fiddles, very traditional. So
Yes,
all
I
right.
can't wait. Though.
All for now.
Okay.
Thanks for your performance coming up as well. Bye now.
See you, Doug. Hey, Maine Fiddle Campers. It's Jeremiah McLean here, coming to you from our brand new home in Sharon, Vermont. So looking forward to coming back to camp. I can't wait to see everybody. I'll be there the second week in August. That's August 14th to 19th. Really looking forward to playing music and seeing some old friends and making some new ones. Here's a tune that I made up a couple years ago. It's called Funny Vanille.
So those are the accordions that we offer at Maine Fiddle Camp and are traditional to our region. But there's a third type of accordion that's popular in the world, especially Eastern Europe. So here's a performance on the bayan from a Ukrainian musician. So there are some wonderful musicians in Ukraine, as we found out in 2015 when my band Old Grey Goose International toured the Ukraine 1 year after their revolution. Months later, somebody from the Ukraine sent a video of one of the songs that they enjoyed the most in our tour. And so with that as a backdrop, along with some photos that we took of that tour, here's a tribute to our Ukrainian brothers and sisters.
At the Hanchar Museum of Folklore in Kiev, I knew we had a culturally sophisticated audience, so aware of American music that after only a few bars, they instantly recognized the classic American folk song. We stayed at the Ukraine Hotel overlooking Maiden Square, where 200 students protesting corruption lost their lives advocating for democracy. We had the privilege to share the stage with 2 Ukrainian traditional dance bands and joined in on dancing to their music as well. At the end of the concert, we shared a tune on stage symbolizing our respect for other music and dance traditions.
Everywhere we went, folks were very interested in learning about America as a reflection of their newly established democracy, only 1 year old. And one reason our U.S. State Department sponsored our cultural exchange program. We taught our Maine old-time country dances and did concerts in schools and communities all over the country, including Poltava and Sumy, which was very near the Russian border. We played a traditional Ukrainian tune brought to America from fiddling immigrants that is now known as the Floppier Mule. We performed and collaborated with Ukraine Traditional Jazz Institute in Kyiv. That's hard to find even in our country. And of course, we had to play the most famous Ukrainian tune of all time, Hava Nagila. They were called America Houses, and it was a place for Ukrainian students to come and learn about our free democratic traditions and culture. And the young folks were so excited about their future and wanting to learn. This video was created by one of those brilliant young students. And of course, the unmistakable sound of the balalaika.
amazing opportunity for everyone to share their art and culture. We hope that can happen again. Well, if you missed celebrating Mardi Gras a few days back, our next act has you covered. Pam Weeks, Bill Olson, and Jim Joseph from T-Acadie are joined by Cajun Fiddle Ace Mitch Reed, originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. So grab your Mardi Gras beads and warm up your two-step. Take it away.
Okay. Oh, okay. What we got? Is that Arc de Triomphe?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, Arc de Triomphe. Let's do that one. That's the theme for the Pete Bergeron Cajun morning show. Every morning I woke up listening to this, me and my dad. Arc de Triomphe. It's also Michael Doucet and his cousins went to France and they had to write a song on the spot. This guy came up to me and said, "Hey, I want to be in a movie." And they're like, "Yeah, a French movie." Okay, you got to write. It has to be an original song right now. Come on. And then they came up with this, which was really funny. And it's all about the difference between Louisiana or the Cajuns and France, the French people. The difference.
But you're going to sing it in French, right?
I'm going to sing it in French.
So we won't know what the difference is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. There's one word in there you'll hear that they definitely don't use in France. I don't think. Wawaron, which is bullfrog. Maybe the French use. I don't know.
Said G.
Always surprised.
G on
It's
the
just G and D. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah. Here we go, y'all.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
La Louisiane, tous les soirs, Shadow fait des grands beaux. On la France différente, c'est encore. Hey! La Louisiane, tous les soirs, on les coule les wawarons. On périt, c'est différent, les bois des cantons.
Thanks, Mitch and Tiakadi. Coming up, we always love hearing from Ellen Goller and the Pineland Fiddlers. They're going to be joined by Ben Foss on guitar. And a special treat this month, an amazing dance performance from Molly Goller. The whole piece is titled The Blooming Conductor. Let's check it out. awesome. Makes me feel like things are starting to thaw out a little bit. It's like seeing daffodils and bulbs come up in March, you know. And March is also a big deal for a lot of musicians due to a little holiday called, what is it? Oh yeah, St. Patrick's Day. The Folk Villains are back from Tyaskin, Maryland to help us get a jump on some of those great Irish tunes. Take it away.
Hi, all, it's the Folk Villains coming again from the front porch of our log cabin in the swamp.
In our socks!
In our socks.
Yes. It's cold outside.
It is very cold outside, which is why we are not on the front porch, we're in front of our lovely fireplace. And we'll be coming to you with an early St. Patrick's Day because as folk musicians, we are always looking forward to St. Patrick's Day.
It's bigger than Christmas.
No, it's not. Monetarily, maybe. We're already looking forward to that. We're hoping to get some fun gigs maybe going on, but here's a nice Irish tune called Killable Fancy.
St. Patty's Day is a fiscal holiday for us, strictly.
Okay. Ready? 3 times 6. 1, 2, ready, you go. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on both of our channels. Like YouTube and Instagram.
In your socks.
In your socks. Hey!
Woo! Thanks, Folk Villains. We like your style. And your socks. You know, I was feeling like we could use a little more banjo in this show, and I was thinking, what are we gonna do? I didn't know. Luckily, the teacher for the Thumbing Birds, Jennifer Armstrong, stopped by, and I think she's got a great old time tune for us. Here's Jennifer.
Hello, friends. It's a new tune I've learned on the banjo. It's called Squirrel Hunters. It seems to come from John Hartford's playing, and it's a great little tune. Here it goes.
Thanks, Jennifer. John Hartford played a lot of great tunes, yeah. Just a few more tunes before we wrap up the show. One genre that's popular at Maine Fiddle Camp are Quebecois tunes, and Maine Fiddle Camp teacher Elaine Malkin is joined by Gail Lipford, and they'll play a couple of those for us on double fiddles. Take it away. Great tunes. Thanks, Gail and Elaine. It's fun to see Elaine's dog there at the end, too. You know, dog's just one letter away from Doug, which makes me think, hey, Doug, are you around?
Hey, here I am.
Oh, hey, Doug.
All right. Hey, I've been sitting back enjoying the show. Great job. And I want to thank all of the performers. They were fantastic. Looking forward to more shows coming up. And, of course, you can register for Real Maine Fiddle Camp right off the website. June and August camps. Real Maine Fiddle Camp is coming back, so we look forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're not done with the virtual stuff. We've got a few more. The next one is April 9th, and we'd love to have you be a part of the variety show. Whether you're playing, however you're doing that, singing, dancing, juggling, send in a video, and we'd love to include you.
Yes, more campers in the Old Time Variety Show, and more variety as well, just like it is at Real Maine Fiddle Camp. But now we're going to end the program with another Maine Fiddle Camp tradition, a lullaby from Sharon Pine and Julie Elaine. So long, everybody.
Thank you.